all the students of the legal method of the first year, first semester, you are welcome to my class. Karibu Sana Darasa. And I am the Professor Mohammed Saheb Hussain. And I taught in the UDSM for the 14 years. And here I am teaching from the last year. And Muna is my student. And I taught him in the Iringa. Yes. So these are 10 commandments which I made it here. Perhaps you got it. And this, one should have to follow it before the class is concerned. Ensure that make it the 9th one. If the faculty says to raise the hands, then you raise your hand to the full extent. If anyone is sleeveless, then he or she covers her armpit with another hand. So everybody's concentration will not have a deviated. And the last point is class attendance is compulsory as per the university norms are concerned. Then without wasting the time, let me come to my study is concerned. Of course, this you need not worry. And orange, I would like to make it orange. Yes, this is the thing which I would like to make it out. Yes. How a legal English should be there and how the plain English should be there. And if you look at their introduction, law is a profession of words. I wrote, law is a profession of words. If a person who is good in wording and good in making jugglery with the words, and he will become a famous lawyer. The words are tools to him. The words are bullets to him. And he can kill anything, even though it is a bigger one also, by using the different bullets. And a soldier will kill another man with a rifle or a gun, but a lawyer will not kill with a gun or a rifle or a cannon. He will kill with his own words. Is it clear? Say yes. So, it is the way, and writing is a tool of the lawyer's trade. Kimia. And the writing is the tool for the lawyer's trade. And lawyer's draft document is the form of a pleading. Even he make the pleadings and sales and purchase agreements and wills, tenancy agreements and many more. It would be put it in writing. When you are writing, your writing should be also in a Sharabaro style. What style? Sharabaro style. Not a Kimeo style. Not a Kijijimtu style. So now I will tell you that how the Sharabaro style would be there. While some lay people may stand in the awe at the lawyer's mastery over the English language, a person who is good in English, I repeat, a person who is good in English, having known the grammar, having known the vocabulary, and he can deliver a lecture on any subject, even though he doesn't have the knowledge, but he can make it at least half an hour. Without the knowledge of his subject, he can deliver the lecture half an hour because of his word power, because of his vocabulary, because of his speech technique, because of his grammar. Are you following me? So these are the effect of it. Very important. Amna kilele. It will be recorded here. The kilele also will be recorded here. Okay, now let us see the point here. Pin drop silence. Yes, when an ordinary man wants to give an orange to another, an ordinary person who wants to give orange to another, he would merely say, what he say? I give you this orange. Look into my eyes like a bundi. Why you are looking there? And look here. And 2 hands, amna chini, 2 hands on the desk. So an ordinary man, he will say, I is a subject. I is a subject. Third person, Not third person, first person singular. I. I give, 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 give is a verb. I is a subject and verb is give. Because I is a singular, hence verb subject agreement is there. Give also should be singular. But when you say he, we don't say he give. Hapana. He gives. She gives. Because he, she, it is a third person singular and hence subject agreement is there. Verb also should be the same. What singular subject is there? Verb should be a singular. If the subject is a plural, then verb should be the plural. That is called grammatical rules and subject agreement is concerned. So he gives, I give, you give. Is it clear? Okay, now let us come to I give you, the object, the other person, to addressing you. This means a particular orange. Chungua, orange. I give you this orange is a plain English. Is it clear? So now, a man with the legal English, how he can say, but when the lawyer does it, he says in this way. But a lawyer in the legalese English or the legal language, he will say in this way. Please pay attention. I quote, know all men by these presents that I hereby give, grant, bargain, sell, release, convey, transfer, and quit claim all my rights, titles, interests, benefits, and use whatever in, of, and concerning this chattel, otherwise known as an orange or citrus, ornantium, together with all the appurtenances, therefore, of the skin, pulp, pip, rind, seeds, and juice of this amnakilele, and this own use, and behalf to himself and his heirs to free, simple forever, free from all liens, encumbrances, easements, limitations, restraints, or conditions whatsoever, any and all prior deeds, transfers, other documents whatsoever, now or anywhere made to the contrary, notwithstanding, with full power to bite out, cut, stick, or otherwise eat the said orange, or to give away the same with or without its skin, pulp, pip, rind, seeds, or juice, I unquote. This is the legal English. Where is your nose? How do you show? My nose is here. Is it? If you are a right hand. Where is your nose means my nose is here. But a legal English sometimes will not say like that. Where is your nose? It will not give directly. It will give you such a way nobody would escape from the statement. Nobody would escape from the statement. That's why negative approach is more in law than the positive approach. So, always not less than, they will mention in the statute. And if you ask a draftsman of the statute, he will never say, who is a man? No. He will say, who is a man? You know, the draftsman of the statute says, a man is a man, or he say, a man is other than the woman. What he says? A man is other than the woman. That is the definition he will give. Negative way of approach, so that there would not be any loophole. So now the statement I read is nothing but, I give you this orange. That is only the plain statement. But the legal English is in a different style. Rind, skin, pulp, pip, seeds, skin, I don't know, orange pots. Orange pots are Marakwanza, skin. Of course, forget about the color. in which is green color, and which is ripe one is generally yellow color. And you can remove the skin, and you'll find small carpels called carpels, C-A-R-P-E-L, carpels around it. When you can make it out, amna kilele. When you can make it out, then all carpels are there. If you open the carpel, inside you can see the seeds. Inside you can see the pips, which is having a liquid. And either ripened one, it is a sweetened. Unripened one, it is a sour. And these are all the things would be there. The skin, the pip, the seeds, you can have a right to own, squeeze, read, rind, throw out, anything that you can do, eat. That is the legal definition will be given by the illegal language it is. So, legal language and the lawyers write and speak has been a source of the ridicule for a long time. They say it is a ridicule to write in such a way. But the law is not an ordinary language. It having its own jargons. It is having own. Keep your two hands on the desk, I told you. If I see again, keep your two hands on the head. It is lot of jargons. It is having the Latin terminology and having the maxims and many. Why the sound is there? Can't you live without speaking? Is the speaking is the breathing? Whether your speaking is a breathing. Sir, I cannot live because without speaking, I cannot, because it is like a oxygen to me. Even my sleep also I speak. Can't you maintain a silence? It is a recorded. You get a recorded lecture it is. And there we can say, the above satirical piece was written by 1835 by Arthur Simon. Arthur Simon has given such a legalese English. And he said in his book, Mechanics of Lawmaking, Arthur Simon has made such a satirical précis of legal English and how it would be the plain English. So, it is one of the example which I want to share with you how we can say about the English language. I am sure that you are following my accent. May I presume? Somehow. Are you following me? What I am saying? At least one can say, CR, Jinalle ko nani? Nini? And some people doesn't know, only they know you are Ali and they don't know Ali Muhammad. Anyway, doesn't matter. If you displease any person, if you want to displease any person, write his name spelling wrong. Enough. His or her blood pressure will shoot up. I don't know how many people know my correct spelling. My name and correct spelling. Polesana, because you write Hussain not in my style. You write Hussain in African style. Do you know what is African style of writing Hussain? Hussein. But I never write in that fashion because I wrote in this fashion which I posted here. Hussain, S, where it is gone. The 10 Commandments, I opened it just now. The 10 Commandments. Yes, it is here. Check my spelling. What is my spelling? Hussain. And here I forgotten to keep my WhatsApp number +91 stand for India code 970-1440 Nime Sahau 939. I forgotten to mention 939 Moisho. Now let us come to the another point of our study is concerned. Just before I told you proxy. Anyone knows what is meant by proxy? Say yes or say no. Can anyone say what is meant by proxy? I say anyone. Sir, what you are going to give? I want to give the Zawadi. This Zawadi I would like to give. If anyone says. Polesana, my Zawadi is my place only. Nobody having a right to claim it. See, I said, nobody is having a right to claim it. It is a legal language. Nobody having right. Right is illegal terminology. Nobody is having right to claim legal terminology. Claim the Chicheli. Chicheli or Chicheli? So my point is, when you speak in the legal language. No loose words. And Sharvaro language. And Sharvaro language, I will give an example of Sharvaro language. Malaya, everybody knows. Kiswahili, Malaya. Najwa? Najwa Sijui. Sir, I never visited. Did I say visited? I say whether you know. Malaya in Kingreza, Nini, prostitute. Is it clear? A prostitute called Malaya. But Professor Hussain never say prostitute. He will use the another word. Can anybody will use the another word? Sharvaro language. Sharvaro language. A synonym for the prostitute. Again, I can give the Zawadi. If you write here, come here on the blackboard, write it. And this is the Zawadi to you. Anyone can come and write the synonym for the prostitute in English. My present is always safe. I don't know. I don't think that nobody could claim mine. Because if you want to claim, Karibu sana hapa, Jikola umeme, 270 kV, and you have to write it, and Jasho from the head, naenda pale, naenda chupi, naenda migu. It is not so easy to speak from this platform. It is not so easy to speak from this platform. Sometimes you will forget your own name once you claimed this Jikola Omeme. Is it clear? Because phobia, fear. Fear would be there. Speaking from that side is easy, but speaking from this side is a Herculean task in the beginning. So why I am giving this is, I asked you, I don't say prostitute. I say harlot. How do you know how do you say harlot? Let me just keep it here so that I can use my both the hands. I can use my both the hands. I can show you what is meant by harlot. What is the spelling of the harlot? Harlot spelling is anyone? Yes, here I am writing. Harlot. L-O-T. This is Horlat. I will magnify it. I will enhance it so that each and every person can see it by raising its size, or by raising its pint, P-I-N-T, pint, not font. Font is the style of writing is called font. F-O-N-T, font. Style of writing is font. And here I made a Calibri, but generally you use the font which is very much impressive is the only this font. We use this font. The Times New Roman is the attractive, impressive font among the world. Next, another thing will come, but the next is, this is the number one font. So, Horlat is the Sharabaro style of saying the prostitute. Can anyone give me one more synonym? See, one synonym is Horlat. Again, I don't say sometimes I use the Horlat and sometimes I use this word. Spell it. Pronounce it is different. Spell it is different. Spell it means W-H-O-R-E. That is called spell it. Pronounce it. War. That is pronounce. So now I will make it a kati so that you could see. That is the Sharabaro style of language. Because if I say prostitute, everybody knows it. Then what is the specialty in a judge or a lawyer? So he will use such a words which are a Sharabaro language, and such. There are many words are there where you could not have a knowledge. Another example that I will make it out, and I will see that how many people know it. And here, this sign and symbol. What is that? Sir, we know it. What is that? And. It is equivalent is and. The equivalent is and. English language equivalent is and. But the sign and symbol which I have shown there is equivalent of English language is and. But what is the original Latin terminology? Najwa Sijui. Sir, we don't say either Najwa and we don't say Sijui also. We want to be Kimia. You never Kimia. In online classes, Hakuna Kimia. Why? In online classes, I could not see you. I could hear you. Unless you open your video. I can also open my video, but the point is, sometimes it will happen, frequency is less. Umeona matana shati? Muhindi. Ona asio ona? Did you see it? Wapi? Amna, naenda juu. I opened it, but no, you cannot see it, because if you have the smartphone, you can see it, my face. Because I don't know why it is not showing, but the Jew, it should be there. So if the smartphone is there, you could see me, but frequency would be the less. And its Latin terminology is, because I told you already, law is having many Latin terminology. Matandio, Nini Andika. Sir, I am writing the signature. Okay, write. Ampersand. What is that? Ampersand. This and no. Spelling I made a mistake. A-M-P-E-R-S-A-N-D. Ampersand. The sign and symbol which I made is Latin terminology is ampersand. A-M-P-E-R-S-A-N-D. Ampersand. But the equivalent is and. How many people know Keep your hand on your moyo, tell me. Sir, we know it already, but we are having Ogopa to say. Nini Ogopa. Mimi Meza. We are Kalmati. How you Bagia? So, there are many Latin terminologies are there, and we can use in the language. And sometimes we don't know, we are reading, but we don't know what it means. Example I will give you. This is also that you read it. And you might have read it several times like this. What is this? What is that? IE means equivalent is that is. Equivalent is that is. But it is a Latin terminology. It is a shortening form. And equivalent is that is. That is equivalent. But actually its Latin terminology is id est. This is the Latin terminology. Id est means that is. And in your writing you saw several times. I, full stop, E, full stop, comma. But we don't know. But we know that it is the equivalent is that is. But it is a Latin terminology that is called id est. In this way, I can show you the, here again, you might have seen in the textbook. Am I right? Say yes. Say yes. Or say, sir, I am boo boo. Say, I am boo boo. Amna Kili. How a boo boo will speak? It is equivalent is, for example. Equivalent is, for example. Equivalent. But it, the Latin terminology is exempli gratia. Exempli gratia. And whenever you're writing the Latin terminology, always write Latin terminology in italics. It is a fundamental rule. Always write a Latin terminology in italics and exempli gratia. Now I will ask you another question, and how far that you are very much conversant with that one. Conversant with that one means know that one. And this sign and symbol is, what is that sign and symbol? What is that sign? Same. Plus. Okay, Akili Ipo. Akili Ipo plus. Equivalent is addition. Equivalent is addition. Is it clear? Now, what about this one? What about that one? Sign in mathematics. Same. Minus. Equivalent is subtraction. What about this one? What about this one? Either you can say into or multiplication. Into or multiplication. Okay? Sasa, Zawadi. Sir, you are just showing Zawadi, but not giving. Give me the answer. I will give you. Makubali ano kingwana. Umepata? Now, sasa sema. Papi. The sign and symbol I could not see here. I can go to the sign and symbol there here. Then I can make it out. Window expand. Where is sign and symbol? I could not see. I have to go, but this is coming across to me. I don't know why this is hindering me. Select. No, not here. We can go by this way. Draw description. Apana. Okay, now I'll try to make it out here. See, one dot up and chini, one here and one dot here. See now, because I could not see the symbol here, otherwise I have to make it down, then I have to make it. Dot, hyphen, dot. Sema? Sema? See, the symbol I could not get it. Dot, hyphen, dot. What is that? Say loudly. Division. It is a equivalent is division. Equivalent is division. But you say plus, you say minus, you say into, addition, subtraction, multiplication is a division. But say Latin terminology. Dot, dash, dot. Polisana. Nobody has given the answer. Nobody claimed, including the Bible also. Matandio also. Niope. It is called obelus. It is called obelus. It is my open challenge. You never heard such a word till now. Is it correct? Say yes. Obelus. Why I am giving this thing is, in the legal language, you use many Latin terminology to give that example that I am giving this thing. And in your contract, you have studied consensus ad idem. Sir, what is that, sir? I am writing here. Consensus ad idem. I think this is the right. Ad idem. Consensus ad idem. If I may not be mistaken. It's a Latin terminology, but used in the law of contract. Consensus means consciousness. Ad idem means having the same identity. Means, suppose if a person having the two houses and he wants to sell the two houses, but he say, I want to sell Nyomba Dogo. Huh? See, my point is Nyomba Dogo means not that dogo. Nyomba Dogo. A small house. Umepata? I want to sell the Nyomba Dogo, but he did not say. I want to sell my house, but he is having a one big house, one having a small house. And the other person who is buying is thinking that he is going to sell the big house, and he is thinking that he is going to sell the small house. There is no identity of the mind regarding the subject. Consensus ad idem means there is no consensus which house that he is going to sell. He should be very much specifically mentioned. A small house would like to sell, or a big house in the locality, east, west, north, south, with a explanation, he should have to sell the house. When there is no identity of the mind, when you don't know that which thing that he is going to sell it, and it is a voidable contract. Because it will not say that, oh, okay, if he's having only one house, then there is no confusion. If he's having two or more than two houses, then which house that he is going to sell, it is not specifically mentioned in the contract. At that instance, they don't have the identity of the mind and will say, there is no consensus addendum. That is the terminology that we use it. Just I am giving one example. Like that, we do have the many terminology. Like mens rea in the IPC that you read it, in the penal code that you read it. I am giving only a bit of it, but actual thing is, it is different. Full form is different. I will show you. Re nisi mensitria. Actio re mensitria. Something like that. Okay, I will show you. So, these are the Latin terminologies. You see that not only the act is wrong, but you should have the guilty mind also. That is the re mensitria. Reham, I don't know, reham, nisi. It will come catch it, mensitria. Suppose if I write wrong also, it will catch it. Yes, it is did not catch it. I can make it in different way. Mensitria full. Mensitria full form. Actus non fecit riem nisi mensitria. Here it is given. Actus non fecit riem nisi mensitria. It is a Latin terminology. And that means an act does not make one guilty unless there is a criminal intent, guilty mind. Unless there is a guilty mind, the act itself will not make the criminal one. That is the explanation. This to be guilty of a crime under criminal law, two elements are considered, and one include a guilty act and a guilty state of mind. Two elements. One is the guilty act, another is the guilty act of mind. That is a guilty of state of mind. It is also an important factor. So the maxim you can use it here is actus non fecit riem nisi mensitria. This is the Latin terminology. Can ordinary man knows it? Answer no. Only person who studied the law and who is having a lawyer, an advocate, a solicitor, attorney, a barrister, a pleader, I am giving all the synonyms. He could only know such a terminology. And hence, legal terminology having the many jargons, legal terminology having the many adages and maxims in Latin terminology. And just I have given the two examples to you to understand. One is from the law of contract, another is from the penal code. I can give you like that even a tort also. TORT tort you will come across in the second year, first semester. There are also many magazines. Yes, let me resume the second session of our today class. And the first session which is ended, and the second session starts. And I can resume from the first session to the second session. So ask, beg, and demand are the common wordings. But if you want to say in the legal terminology, say claim, motion, petition. In ordinary, we will make an application, a letter, we will say ordinary. But in the legal language, we don't say letter. Write a petition. But petition is the word. For ordinary language, letter is a word. Application is a word. And next cancel, annul is the ordinary wordings. And abrogate, abolish is the legal terminology. abolish, scot-free, release. In ordinary terminology, we can say he released from the offense or particular conviction. And he is scot-free from the offense. Means free from, scot-free. It is a legal terminology. It is a jargon. Disagreement, it is ordinary terminology. And the legal terminology, dissenting opinion. And oppositions, objections, exceptions. And I don't know whether you know it or not. In a bench, there is a single bench is there, means pekyake, judge. There is a double bench is there, which are in odd number, not even number. I don't know how many people knows odd number and even number. Odd number means which cannot be divided by 2. Even number means, no. Odd number means, yes, which cannot be divided by 2. Even number means it is divided by 2. Like even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Even numbers. Odd numbers 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Odd numbers. So bench always odd numbers. Either 3 members will sit, or 5 members will sit, or 7 members will sit. Why? Can anyone say why? Why not 6 members will sit in a bench? Why not 4 members will sit in a bench? Answer is, some people give the assenting judgment, some people give the dissenting judgment. Suppose which is the assenting judgment is more, and that is a decision. In 3, if 2 give the assenting judgment and 1 give the dissenting judgment, dissenting means not agreeing. Assenting means agreeing. The 2 will prevail over the 1. And hence, always the benches should be in the even numbers. 5, 7, 9, 11. Because if it is the odd number, 4 gives and 4 gives, it's a draw. Is it clear? Is it clear? If the 4 and 4, 8 are there, 4 have given one side and 4 have given another side, then it is a draw. That's why it is a odd number would be given. That is 7, 9, 3 and 11. So now question comes, dissenting opinion, dissenting judgment, and opposing judgment, and objection judgment, or exceptional judgment. Yes, that's why we can study that obiter dicta and ratio decidendi. In obiter dicta, that will not be act as a precedent. Hapana. But ratio decidendi is the assenting judgment. Yes, it can be followed of similar nature of the facts. If it comes to the court, the same decision holds good. To save the time and to save the... Look into my eyes like a bundi. Amna, muknono chini. Muknono chini amna. Pimbeni. Yes. Show your hands. What he is doing? Show your hands up. Otherwise, I will call you to Jikola Omeme. And you will be Kichinjio. Your hand should be up always. Okay. Now let us come to the point of the... Another example is execution, realization, conversion, dislocation, transformation. They are all the ordinary terminology. And it is... language of the legal purpose is translation. We have to make it exactly the translation for that one. So society, sociology, companionship, circle, people, party, social event, and here we can write the organization or company. So like that, we do have a comparison of the legal language and notwithstanding, that is another terminology. It is a legal language and we can use it in many places, such a language, notwithstanding, proviso, and yes, let me go for the another point of legalis. Yes, it is a legal language. Okay. Now let us see the another legalese terms are concerned. Yeah, these are the terms and phrases we can use it. We never say violation of a contract. We never say infringement of a contract. What we say? What we say? What we say? Say Sauti Kubwa. Breach of contract. Because that is specific. For the crime, we never say breach of a crime. No. Violation of a right. There we say infringement of right. In the contract also you have the maxims, many. Caveat emptor. Caveat emptor. C-A-V-E-A-T. Caveat emptor. E-M-P-T-O-R. Caveat emptor. Look into my eyes like a boondi. Caveat emptor means let the buyer beware. Let the buyer be aware. And you might have seen the tangazo, Wapi, near the door. What is the tangazo? Be aware of dog. Did you see such a tangazo? Be aware of dog. Imbua. Is it clear? Say yes or no. Why do they keep be aware of dog? What is the purpose? The purpose is if anybody gets into the premises, the dog will bite you. So before coming, you should have to take the permission and then we control the dog. Sir, if any beggar comes for omba, he became a victim. A dog will not spare beggar, a dog will not spare any, unless he knows you. Means the dog knows you. Or the owner will say, Njo, he's my friend. Then it will listen. Otherwise, it will bite you. Did you see anywhere, be aware of chatu? What is chatu? Python. Anaconda. Why they did not keep the python and anaconda in the house for protection of the house? Because anaconda and python is not a pet animals. It's a reason, a logic. We cannot keep the Simba also in the house. Be aware of Simba. Only dogs you can keep it. And that to be limited dogs, not 20 dogs. 1 or 2 dogs. In Shamba, okay, 3 or 4. So, a law will limit also. A law will limit and make it also. So, there is a rules and regulations are there. Conditions. The condition is you have to keep only the pet animals, not wild animals, not carnivorous animals. Carnivorous means eat only flesh. Herbivorous means eat only boga. Omnivorous, eat changania, both. Carnivorous, flesh as well as the boga. That is called omnivorous. These are all terminologies. And these terminologies are very much important. Viviparous and oviparous. I don't know how many people got it. A man is a viviparous or a oviparous? Sir, we don't know what is viviparous and what is oviparous. Najwa or Sijui? Najwa. Human being is, tell me, human being is a oviparous or a viviparous? First you should understand what is viviparous and what is oviparous. A egg laying is oviparous or viviparous? Egg laying and offspring giving. Better I will make you understand both the meanings. Because these are the terminologies that we use it when you want to say a particular thing. See, Hen is a egg-laying animal. Viviparous means here viviparity. Here it is given, see. A zoology and an animal bringing forth the live young which have developed inside the body of the parent. So human being is viviparous. What about cuckoo? Cuckoo, oviparous. Egg. Mayai. Najua? Kenyeji na. Mayai ya kenyeji, mayai ya kisasa. Najua wote. Nini ghali? Sir, kenyeji ghali. Dio. Shilingi ngapi? 600 au 500. Sir, sio kula kenyeji, pia kula kisasa tu because mimi maskini. So, viviparous means giving the offspring. Means in the fetus, mimba. Najua mimba? Sema Kiingereza. Sir, we know it because we did many things. Pregnant. So, if you don't know what is viviparous and oviparous, that's why you can say mammalian. A mammary glands, these are called matiti, mammary glands. A mammary glands is having mammalian. Means mammalian always give the offspring because they are nonya. They suck the mother breast. So these are all the terminology that you use it, but a common man doesn't know this thing. Do you think that the common man knows? The ordinary person knows. A person who speaks in the sleep is called he muzungumzu e melala. Soliloquy. He speaks in the sleep. I don't know, some of the people, they walk on the sleep. Did you see? In the movies you might have seen. Really they walk on the... I say, where are you going? No, I am going to the market. I say, what is the time? The time is, oh, okay. Then he'd come back to the home. Somnambulist. Somnambulist means a person who walks in the sleeps. Soliloquy, a person who speaks in the sleep. Najua? They're all technical terminologies. They are all technical terminologies. Only the person who is a Sharvaro knows such a terminology. Is it clear? So why I am giving this thing is, you have to know the technical terminologies, that is condition, exclusion clauses, disclaimer clauses, express terms, implied terms. Muna book ipo, ote. Orange ipo, pale ipo orange, example. Your soma is your soma. Sir, I don't say anything because mimi Kiingereza sio zuri. If you don't speak, you never speak in the life. So express terms are there, implied terms are there. When you board in Dala, presumption is you pay the money to the Konda and Konda will give the ticket. Am I right? Is it express contract or implied contract? Is it express contract or implied contract? Implied contract. When you go in the hotel, you order for kukune kenyeji. Then ubaba, amna ubaba, pilau. Then ongeza na maharage, hapana maharage. Nini? Charoko. Ongeza charoko. Hapana maharage. Najua charoko. Okay, after eating, Is it bure? You have to pay. If you don't pay, what he will do? No, he will take you to the kitchen and make you to clean all the utensils. It is an implied contract. It is a implied contract. In some places, there is a muhuni there, vibaka is there, or sio mungwana, kwanza lipa, pili chakula. Umepata? Kwanza lipa, pili chakula. Because yakula chakula na kimbia, what will happen? So express terms, implied terms, liability would be there. A liability would be there, offer is there, proxy, substitute. Proxy means substitute. Najua fungate. I say Najua fungate. I did not say, have you gone to fungate? Is it clear? Fungate means honeymoon. When you do honeymoon, after the marriage. Sir, here we do honeymoon before marriage also. There is a tartibu is there. There is a sequence is there. Kwanza, Oleva, Pili, BBC, body to body contact. Tatu, Mimba. Inne, Kuzaliwa. Hapana, we will make reverse. Kwanza, BBC. Mbili, Mimba. Tatu, Kuzaliwa. Badai, Olewa. I say, why do you do so? Even a muallimu. Makbubabu muallimu. I say, why do you want to do so? If I ask the lady, do you know what the lady gives the answer? I want to see whether gun is firing or not. Whether the gun is firing properly or not. A lady will give the explanation. Do you know what the gent will give the explanation? I want to see whether land is fertile or not. Umepata? Somehow. So each one giving their own explanations. There is a sequence is there. And sequence Kwanza, Oleva, Pili, BBC, Tatu, Mimba. Am I right? Am I right? Sir, you may be right in India, but not in Tanzania. Polesana, Tartibu, a sequence is sequence anywhere. Like, could you wear Kwanza chupi, Pili, skin tight, Tatu, surwali? Say, you will be a Superman if you do so. Kwanza chupi, Pili, skin tight, Tatu, surwali, au kanga. Umepata? It's a sequence. So go according to the sequence. A man with a common sense, go with the sequence. Is it clear? So liability is there, offer is there, proxy, yes, fungate, honeymoon. A bahili, najua bahili, a miser. He went to fungate pekyake. How could you go to the fungate pekyake? Akili ipo. Toka wapi? Mirembene au Kidongo Chakundu? Najua Mirembene. Mentally retarded hospital is there near Dodoma, Mirembe. In Zanzibar, Kidongo Chakundu. In Zanzibar, Unguja. Mentally retarded hospital. No one can go for honeymoon pekyake. Can you send the honeymoon proxy? Substitute. Can you send the honeymoon substitute? Akili Amna. Who married, he will go for the fungate, a honeymoon, not a proxy. Is it clear? Repudiation, trademark, patent marks, logo, emblem, These are all the things where we can come across it in our study. I would like to show you one thing, and I'm sure that till today nobody has taught in that way. For instance, if I show you here abbreviations, how many type of the abbreviations you know? Abbreviation. Najwa. Najwa or Sujui? Sir, we don't say. See, when you say abbreviation, abbreviation, I can highlight it, then I can make the font, Makubwa, and make the center. Abbreviation. There are 4 types of the abbreviations are there. How many? 4. Can anyone give the answer? Sir, you are every time showing the chicheri and not giving to us. But you are not giving the answer. Give me the answer and take it. Anyone? Give me the answer and take it. Sir, we got the saliva in your mouth, sir. There are 4 types of the abbreviations are there, and I will show you in record what are the abbreviations. And till today, nobody has taught you the abbreviations. It is my open challenge. It is my open challenge that you did not know these abbreviations. Let me check whether it is gone there. It is opening or not. It says it is a processing. Number 1. Oh, these are actually these are not the abbreviations. Of course, we can say abbreviation only, because abbreviation is a broader term. And these are all what you say, All India Reporter, it is an acronym. And another you say here, it is not a acronym, it is not a acronym. It is a shortening. It is a shortening form. And BMJ, British model, it is also acronym. These are all some acronyms are there, and some are the abbreviations are there. But what I want to show you is the abbreviation in a clear form. Abbreviation. States Marine. See the abbreviation. Open the browser. Okay, I will explain you what is the abbreviation, because I prepared them, but I did not find it where it is there. But I can easily make it out. I can share you also now where it is. Yeah, it is not showing here. Okay, let me go this way so that I could view that MSH. Yeah, MSH. Here we can find the abbreviations. Yes, I found it. See, you can see now the 4 types. Did you see it now? There are generally 4 different types of the abbreviation in English. Number 1, initialism, like URL, initialism. And that is called URL, means Uniform Resource Locator. Yeah. You need not to ask me, just you can stand up, bow yourself, then you go. So SMS, Short Message Services, initialism. Acronym, SADC, Southern African Development Community. What about SOUT? SOUT is the acronym or initialism? SOUT is the acronym or initialism? We are not pronouncing S-A-U-T. No, we are saying SOUT, like SADC. And hence it is a acronym. SOUT is a acronym, not initialism. But UDSM is an initialism. UDSM is an initialism. But SOUT is a acronym. And shortening, like a February is there. F capital letter, other letters are small letters, end with the full stop. Ends with the full stop. What is another name for the full stop? Anyone? What is the synonym for the full stop? Period. Dot. Sir, nukta. Nukta is in Kiswahili. Period. So F capital letter, E small letter, B small letter, and period, that is called shortening, February. And the contraction, you will write the SMS contraction, I will, I don't, honorable, Q. You write all the contractions, but never write the contraction in the research. Never write the contraction in the articles. Never write the contraction in the thesis. So these are all the 4 type of the abbreviations are there. In your writing the legal language also, you should be very much careful what you are writing. Whether you are writing abbreviation, and if it is so, which type of abbreviation it is there. And that is very important factor. Either to say the initialism, or you can say the acronym. So this is the example which I have given you for your understanding. So now let us come to the another point is concerned. Still our course is concerned. Yes. And if you say no in the online classes, if you are chemia, then the problem will be there. That's why that I wrote this one. Oh, this is my family. See, when I was a matana shati at the time, when the young, my 2 children you could see there. Umepata? Imke, Angu, Mimi. Even Mimi only. That is. Okay, now let us come to the point here. Again, the legalese is concerned. The legal term is concerned. Yes. HJTF. So here, in the legal English, we use it, legal PPT. Can you see the legal PPT? The slideshow PPT. Muda Imisha, Muda Caribbean. Sema. CR. Muda Imisha, Muda Caribbean. This is the PPT which I am seeing, characteristic of a legal language. What is the characteristic of a legal language? See, these are all the characteristics. Make a list of the kind of the features associated with the legal language. Don't worry about the proper name of the feature, perhaps short and inspiring downs, example and phrases, and the characteristics of legal text. In the legal language, precision is very important factor. Definition, information overload, abbreviations, intertextuality, syntactic complexity, nominalization, the use of doubts and triplets, breaking and entering, null and void, lost will and testament, and archaism and Latin terms. Ratio decidendi, I already told you. Obated dicta, I don't know what is stare decisis. A stare decisis is nothing but once the case is decided on the same facts, again the case cannot be entertained, but the same result, the adjudication given by one court holds good. It is near to the still end of the meeting, no, continuous. So, stare decisis and precedents. A slight variation is there. In precedents, some are there ratio decidendi and some are obated dicta. Means some you can use as it is, the result. In some cases, it is only particularly to that case it is decided, but it cannot be used for the example. That is obated dicta. But in the stare decisis, if once it is decided, it can be permanently could be used in further cases, in particular locality. And that is the stare decisis. It is a Latin terminology. Precedents is a legal language. And this way that we can make it out. And here there is a big things are breaking and entering, null and void, fit and proper, aid and abet, goods and chattels. Chattels means living things also comes under chattels. Even chattel things, even orange comes under the chattels also. And the goods are concerned, goods, animate, inanimate goods. And here, these are all the goods. Or pen, pencil, here they are goods. Goods are different and things are different. Goods are different and things are different. I don't know whether it is a goods or things. Sir, what you are going to show us? Sir, you are having a lot of money. Okay, don't show you my wallet. Is it a goods or is it a things? What is this? Is it a chattel? Sir, give me, I want to see it. Muindia Chagga, Kabila Rambo, Sio Chunabuzi. I don't give you. Look from here and give me the answer. This is a good, sir. This is a chattel. This is a thing. Sema. This is a thing. It is not a goods. Thing. Eh? T-H-I-N-K or T-H-I-N-G? T-H-I-N-G. It is a thing. It is not a goods. Garila abriya. Garila. Mizi. Goods train and passenger train. Do you know it? Goods train carry the goods. Mizigo. Either paddy or coal, cement, michele, goods, railway track, railways, steel, abiriya, passengers. In Monza, which type of the gauge it is? There are 4 types of the gauges are there in the railways. Number 1, broad gauge. Number 2, standard gauge. Number 3, meter gauge. Number 4, narrow gauge. What is there in the Monza? The distance between the 2 rails. Sir, this time when I go now, I'll go with the measurement. Nobody knows. When you are crossing, the railway crossing is there going to the Mijini. How much the distance from one rail to another rail? It is only 1 meter. It is a meter gauge. It is a meter gauge. What about Tazara? Tazara. Darussalam to Zambia. Sir, I born in Monza and that to be Malimbe. I grown up in Malimbe. I die in Malimbe. I don't go anywhere. Keep a big desire. Born in Malimbe, marry in a foreign country, settle in another foreign country, children are in another foreign country. Have a great desire. You know Microsoft founder? Who is the Microsoft founder? Yes? Bill Gates. Najwa? Bill Gates says, if you born in a poor family, it is not your mistake. If you born in a poor family, it is not your mistake. But if you die as a poor man, it is your mistake. Is it clear? Because your father may be poor and they are Shamba Kulima and you are born. Again, you want to do the same Shamba Kulima? Yes, if no one is there, you can do it, but you can employ somebody else if you are a capable person. But when you are educated and you use the educative method of the Shamba Kulima by using a modern techniques, a modern even seeds, a cash crops, a cross-crash crabs, changing the crabs. You can use your knowledge. But you can be somewhere. You can grown up. You can be a businessman. You can be a big officer. And you can lead your life in that manner. So here what I want to say is, the language of a profession is different. The language of speaking is different. And I gave my last class of the same example. If I write you here, plant. Okay, now let me close it because it is having so many. It is having so many things are there. There is a synonym is there. There is a repetition is there. Their property language is there. And so many things are there regarding the legal language is concerned. But anyway, that I am going to give this soft copy to your CR, and CR will load in your WhatsApp group to have the more knowledge regarding the legal language characteristics are concerned. But here I would like to minimize it here because I made the maximum. Then I can close it. Then I will come to the point. The meeting will end for all in the 5 minutes. Yes, after 5 minutes, Maliza. So up to the 5 minutes, let me continue it. So here what I want to say is, if I write the word plant, what is the meaning for the plant? Anyone? Did you see it now? I can magnify it and keep the kati. What is meant by plant? Two meanings are there. One plant is the plantation plant, the banana plant, the rose plant, the michicha. Najwa michicha is a plant. Nini? Matanga bele. Nini? Matambele. It's a plant. Najwa matambele. Another meaning for the plant is manufacturing unit. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, steel industry, Omo, Tanga Fresh. Plants. They produce the product. So now we can say that which meaning is appropriate? It depends upon the context. It depends upon the context. You can use it. So legal language sometimes having the two meanings. Like a person who drives a motorbike is called. A person who drives the motorbike is called motorbike. Sir, boda. Rider. A person who drives the motorbike is called rider. Look into my eyes like a bundi. Look here. Nini chini, nini chini. Amna chini. Look into here. Always chini. What is there? Chini bana. The wabariki